Another important question has just now come to me. For these situations where a death is expected to be produced, one completely in order to have a situation move forward, how many details do you need, uh, which are going to end up being false information in order to create the death of a person whose death being reality because it happened actually, and it 3'd and you had level 2 audio and pseudo visuals and you going through it in real time, their actual deaths, how many times over through different kinds of events, those of which situations cannot be explained on documents, told, involving beings and situations, just how bare bones can the relaying of information get minimized to a benefactor party. Because if we already realize that all these variables require resources, of which if you didn't have to conduct activities with, it would remove the need for the resources, the steps, and you only come down to the phone call and the reality that the details of it are not necessary because they died how many times already. If you just don't touch that and they don't tell me, and then this argument that they need to be produced in order to have it, does it? That way that they did, not the location. You remove the location, they can leave for the trip tomorrow without it being a concern whether it happened in Canada or New England or not. Because out on a trip, it happened in Mexico. They got gunned down in a plaza and then they got collected. Can I have that one? You just don't say where. Actually, where by law? Involving liabilities for this objective anymore. Up to what point can you remove variables such as detailed information on their death? If someone calls me and say they died and just tell me how, don't tell me where, don't tell me what time, don't tell me how in more detail. If we can just remove these and people are in understanding of that and cooperative with it, can't it happen? Because we already have to conceal information about what? Well, their body just got laid out there with existing data. You can't say that. And we're already working on it as if you can do that. All these other factors that I have to consider, such as there being people here, and then them masking the details of how many people are out there now because of my up until now posted videos, whether that will affect my situation versus the number of personnel they have for the objective in total, for the steps along the way. All of these things. What do I have to really consider? It's the people out there that know of events where they happened in this sort of fashion. They didn't require these variables that know that it can happen that way. If you research, ask around for that information, and you know that it can happen that way, then it can. Me speaking about it logically and telling me that it is feasible tells me, firstly, yes. Otherwise, you can't. If people keep coming back to me saying, no, you need these kind of details for what kind of document? For what people in my situation needing to tell me, all they have to do is not do that because I already know that and they do also. That's it.